Good morning, it's Tuesday, the 20th of August 2024. My name is Acquah. Here is what we have coming up on the GH Today headlines. Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana, CTAG, set to call off nationwide strike after 2 months of no academic activity. And voter exhibition exercise to begin today as Electoral Commission urges Ghanaians to actively participate. And flag bearer of the opposition NDC GHOne Dramani Mahama vows to initiate comprehensive investigation into yet to be constructed Keta Port and hold anyone for misuse of funds. We've got this and more coming up. Do stay. You're welcome to the GH Today News. Here's our first story. If you're a teacher out there who paid for one teacher, one laptop and never received it, there is good news for you, as Vice President and flag bearer of the governing MPP, Dr. Bawumia, has once again pledged to offer teachers across the country incentives to purchase 1.8-litre engine capacity vehicles if voted in as president. Now, according to him, the government will continue to recruit teachers at all levels while ensuring improved conditions of service. Speaking during the launch of the MPP's manifesto in Takoradi in the Western region, Dr. Bawumia revealed his government will develop additional infrastructure for educational institutions to meet increasing numbers and offer incentives for teachers to buy vehicles.
We, as a result, will recruit more teachers at all levels with improved conditions of service. We will also continue to develop additional infrastructure for our educational institutions to meet the increased numbers. We will offer incentives also for teachers to buy one vehicle each with an engine capacity of up to 1,800 cc.
Now, flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, GHOne Dramani Mahama, has vowed to initiate a comprehensive investigation into the yet-to-be-constructed Keta Port project at Keji in the Volta region, if elected in the upcoming December 7 general elections. Now, the former president expressed concern about the project, which has been touted by the Acquah government as a significant development project, and emphasized that anyone found to have misappropriated funds for the project would be held accountable. Mahama made these remarks in Keta during a wrap-up of his 4-day campaign tour of the Volta region.
In August 2019, the Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbour Authority, Michael Loguji, announced during a visit to the site that physical construction on the Keta Port project would begin in August 2020. This port was intended to be Ghana's third seaport following Tema and Takoradi. 4 years later, no progress has been made. Speaking at a community engagement in Keta at the end of his 4-day campaign tour of the Volta region, the NDC flag bearer criticized the Acquah government's promise to construct the port, labeling it as a political gimmick aimed at securing votes.
Right now, they are building administration block. When you are building a port, you don't build administration block first. You have to build the breakwater, and then you build quay where the ships will come and park. and then you build the warehouses. The administration block can come later. We did the Meridian Port Services, port expansion of the new Temahabo. They accused me that I had sold Temahabo. But it's a partnership between GHOne and their partners that form Meridian Port Services. And we commissioned them to build a new harbour. So they went and borrowed their own money and came and built the harbour for us. GHOne is a partner to MPS, and so GHOne receives dividends or a share of the profits from the new port.
John Mahama further accused the government of diverting $8 million from dividends declared by the Meridian Port Services known as MPS deal, which was initiated during his administration to construct an administration block. The former president vowed that under his leadership, the next NDC government would conduct a thorough audit of the project, ensuring that anyone who misused funds would be held accountable.
GHOne is a partner to MPS, and so GHOne receives dividends or a share of the profits from the new port. Since that port was built, GHOne has earned almost 200 million.
Now, still on election-related matters, Deputy General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Mustafa Bandi, has lauded the content of the New Patriotic Party manifesto, but was quick to cast doubt on the credibility of the NPP flag-bearer in fulfilling it. Citing unpaid allowances and the heavy brain drain occurring in Ghana's health sector, Bandi described the manifesto as a Ponzi scheme. He spoke to GHOne News.
Let's take health workers. Every opportunity a doctor or a nurse is fleeing the country because it is not just about vehicles for nurses and doctors, it's about their working conditions and how that impact them at home, their domestic, expenditure and all of that. As we speak, even nurses trainees, Dr. Bamia is promising them vehicles, but nurses allowances are not being paid. From 2017 till date, every single nurse that have been trained is still being owed arrears of allowances, and they know that, and I know that. So clearly, you have just a message, but the messenger lacks credibility and consistency. They have promised creation of jobs. What jobs did they create? They brought NAPCO. Today, NAPCO was their baby. They still owe NAPCO workers 7 good months in arrears. They said no national service for graduates who already have work. But today we owe national service personnel up to 4 months arrears. That's never happened in the history of our country. So if this group of people are giving you promises, you should know that it is just a launching of part 2 of deception.
Now, the Electoral Commission has called on Ghanaians to actively participate in the voters' exhibition exercise, which is scheduled to begin from today, August 20 to August 27 at all polling stations nationwide. Addressing the media during the Let the Citizens Know series, Deputy Chairman of the Electoral Commission in charge of corporate services, Dr. Bosman Asari, disclosed that the primary goal of the exercise is to sanitize the voters' register and to help voters to know their polling station ahead of the December 7 general elections. Now, according to Bosman Asari, voters can request correct spelling errors, challenge unqualified voters on the register, and adjust wrong registration codes, among others.
Today's Let the Citizen Know is about the exhibition of the Provisional Voters Register, which begins on 20th August and ends on 27th August from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. The exercise will take place at all polling stations in all the 268 districts nationwide. The exhibition exercise is one of the main activities the Commission is required to perform ahead of the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. This exercise is exclusively about correcting the Provisional Voters Register to make the Voters Register robust and credible for the 2024 general elections. Again, the Voters Register in its current state is provisional and the exhibition exercise is meant to correct the register of all errors before it is finalized for the elections. By provisional, it implies that the register is not final. After the exhibition exercise, the voters' register will be accurate and credible, and this will result in the final register, which will be used for the elections. We have heard in sections of the media that the Commission has not given the provisional register to the political parties. After informing the parties to bring their external drives, we wish to place on record that per Regulation 22 of CI 91, as amended by CI 126, the Commission is required to give the provisional register to the political parties not later than 3 months from the end of the registration period. As you may be aware, the limited registration ended on 29th May 2024, and the mop-up registration ended on 3rd August 2024. On the basis of the limited registration, the Commission has until the end of August 2024 to give the provisional register to the political parties.
Now, the Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana, CTAG, is set to call off its nationwide strike after 2 months of non-academic activity across 46 colleges of education over their unpaid salary arrears and other outstanding allowances. This follows the signing of a resolution at the meeting with the Ministry of Labour and Employment Relations and the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. My colleague Calvin Powell has more in the following report.
CTAG initiated an indefinite strike on June 14, 2024, accusing the government for failing to implement a binding agreement that has been pending for over 2 years. The strike, which affected all 46 colleges of education across the country, resulted in a significant disruption of academic activities over the last 2 months. However, CTAG is expected to resume work after signing a resolution with the government through the Ministry of Employment and Labour Relations at the instance of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. Minister for Employment and Labour Relations, Ignatius Acquah, affirmed the government's commitment to resolving the factors that contributed to the protracted industrial action.
We have engaged in negotiations with reps of CTAG, and I'm happy to inform the general public that we have made very significant progress, and I want to believe that from here it is most likely that after tomorrow the teachers will return to school after they have had consultations with their council.
After signing an agreement with the government, which includes the full payment of July and August salaries that had been frozen, Maxwell Bunu, National Trustee of CTAG, indicates that leadership will meet with the council to take the necessary steps.
I want them to know that that issue has been addressed. The issue of all year round work, and then the defreezing of the July salary and the payment of August, I think all these concerns have been addressed. And as a national CTAG trustee, I don't think, with my experience here, it will be prudent for CTAG to remain on strike. So as we have indicated here, we would certainly go back and convey all the issues that have been discussed, approved of by the officials here, CTAG inclusive, so that by close of tomorrow, with the consultation with council, I think we'll do the needful.
Other stakeholders present at the meeting included the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Finance, Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, and principals of colleges of education.
Now, the Church of the Latter-day Saints Medina Stake has organized a comprehensive community outreach program comprising a cleanup exercise, blood donation, and free national health insurance registration within its catchment area. This annual initiative is designed to give back to the society, embodying the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ's teachings to be each other's keeper. There's more in the following report.
Concerned about the environmental health of its host community, the Church of the Latter-day Saints in Medina is urging users of the Medina Lorry Terminal to engage in responsible waste disposal practices. This was emphasized during a thorough cleanup exercise at the terminal undertaken by the church members to rid the area of debts, aligning with the church's clean environment agenda. A champion Fosuhene, a counselor in the church, underscored the significance of the 3-in-1 community outreach.
Accra, Ghana, Medina Stake. Every year, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints organizes a service project. This service project is called All Africa Service Project. The service project is a means, it provides the opportunity for our members to give back to the community through service. This project is done every 3rd week in August. We did the cleaning in the Medina Lorry Station, and now we are here for the blood donation. We are also providing the opportunity for our members who have lost their national health insurance card or who have not even registered before to register for the national health insurance.
On his part, Alexander GHOne highlighted the church's continuous education on healthy living through proper observation of sanitation practices, in addition to propagating the gospel.
What we have done is to be able to engage the management of the lorry park, as well as we are cleaning. You see that we have individuals who are going around and having conversations with the people, and in terms of keeping this place clean, as we have done, so that we don't come back here repeating the same process again. Aside that too, we are also sharing the gospel to them, and of course the gospel brings enlightenment, and once they have the enlightenment, they will know that they must do what is right. And so we are doing both the cleaning as well as engaging the people as well.
The 3-in-1 community outreach exercise saw scores of both church members and Medina community residents in attendance.
Well, that's what we have for this morning's GH Today news. But do stay with us. My name is Nanama Acquah.